Good days are here. The Manchester United of Ruben Amorim is rewriting the narrative, and after 11 long months of transition, the project finally looks alive.
But when you look at it now, I mean, we've played Chelsea, we've played Arsenal, we've played Man City, we've played Liverpool. Now, these are big teams. We played the biggest teams in the league, and we're only 2 points off of Liverpool now.
It has taken 34 Premier League matches, but Amorim now joins a very short list of United managers who have achieved back-to-back league victories, a statement that might sound small, but in context, it means everything.
I think it's not normal. I think it's hard to find something like this. So many bad moments, and to have the fans always supporting the manager when every one of you is saying until Christmas is gone. So that is not normal. I'm so lucky to have the fans. But again, let's focus on the next one.
Because this one wasn't just another win. It happened at Anfield against the reigning Premier League champions in the most sacred fixture of English football. And make no mistake, United didn't just win, they dominated. This wasn't luck, nor a one-off performance. It was the consequence of structure, trust and tactical evolution, the byproduct of Amorim's silent rebuild.
We reach the boxes. We need to be more clinical, and if you see the number of shots, the XG, all these things are good, but if you don't score, it doesn't matter.
After months of trial and error, the Portuguese tactician has built a team that finally reflects his footballing identity: compact, aggressive, unpredictable. The mission is simple but monumental: restore Manchester United to the top of English football, and the process is starting to look terrifyingly effective.
I thought he managed the game really well, Ruben Amorim, in terms of, looking at Casemiro after an hour, Ahmad after an hour at wing back, thinking, okay, let's get some legs on there, let's get some more defensive stability at wing back, let's get Ugarte on for Casemiro because he has had those 2 trips. So everything seemed to go to plan, and then Ruben Amorim managed the game really well.
Amorim's transfer decisions now make sense. Senna Lamens has become the difference maker between points lost and points won. His intervention's now decisive.
That's a ball that's lucky for Isak, who's broken the line!
Bryan Mbeumo, arguably the most electric player in the squad, is redefining United's attacking rhythm with goals that change games. Benjamin Šeško continues to grow into a complete striker, using his physique and intelligence to lead the line with maturity beyond his age. And Matheus Cunha, pure chaos in motion, embodies everything Amorim demands from a forward, relentless pressing, fluid movement and tactical awareness. But perhaps Amorim's greatest success lies in his ability to reshape belief. By clearing out those who didn't buy into his system and empowering those who did, he has created a united dressing room, disciplined, self-aware and hungry. Mason Mount is reborn, rediscovering the sharpness that once made him Chelsea's golden boy.
You know what, Mount, I think Mount, Wayne Hughes just come up on the chat, says Mount for me is underrated. I get what you're saying, but Mount, he's only underrated because he hasn't played enough games. Once he plays 50, 60 games without injury and whatnot, then I think we've got a chance to go, yeah, is he underrated or not? I think, listen, he's a wonderful player. He's proved that already in his career. We just need to see that in the Man United shirt. He needs to be fit and available for selection week in, week out. And I think we'll see the best of him. I think in the first half, he was so efficient. He's clean with his passing, his movement, his pressing ability off the ball is phenomenal. He's one of those players who's a valued member of the team. Teammates really appreciate Mason Mount. And long may his fitness continue.
Luke Shaw looks stable and decisive again. Bruno Fernandes has evolved into one of the league's most creative playmakers, dictating tempo like never before. Amad Diallo's exploding into one of the most unpredictable wingers in England.
All of a sudden, Manchester United on the charge, head to the penalty area, Amad into the...
Matthijs de Ligt has become the rock at the back. And Casemiro remains the standard of elite consistency. What's changed? Amorim has fixed the chaos. The midfield is no longer exposed. The defence has regained structure. The attack has rhythm and variety. Manchester United now look coherent, confident, and most importantly, dangerous. The victim this time was Liverpool.
Perfect start. We knew obviously that they had also some trouble in the last games. 3 games they lost in a row, I think. So to give immediately after 1 minute this blow to them obviously gave us confidence, and their confidence was a little bit shattered after that. So yeah, that was an amazing start for us.
But with the way Amorim's new game plan operates balanced, vertical, ruthless, the warning is clear for everyone else in England. This Manchester United is becoming terrifying. The era of Amorim has begun. For months, Ruben Amorim's Manchester United had been an idea, not yet a reality. A project full of questions, struggles and moments that seemed to suggest he might not survive the Premier League storm.
Nobody believes for 1 minute that Ruben Amorim will be the manager of Manchester United in 3 years.
His first season was plagued by inconsistency, poor results,
It's pulled back to Semenyo.
an attack that couldn't finish,
Oh, beautiful play!
and a defence that often crumbled under pressure. Critics questioned whether Amorim's system
But I accept that, but I'm not going to change. When I want to change my philosophy, I will change. If not, you have to change.
so fluid and dominant in Portugal could ever work in England. 11 months without consecutive wins, 43 points dropped in matches they should have controlled. For a club built on history, it felt like the same story on repeat. But then came Anfield, and everything changed. It had been 9 long years since Manchester United last defeated Liverpool in their own fortress.
Going in there now, and he does attack it, and it hits the bar, and Rooney hits the back of the net.
9 years of heartbreak, humiliation, and endless comparisons to their fiercest rivals.
Here's oh, Firmino! It is another!
Yet under Amorim, that curse finally broke. And it didn't happen through luck or chaos, it happened through clarity, control and courage.
Not a very well played game from our part, but a great spirit, and that is the only thing I can.
The game began at full throttle. Brian Mbeumo, exploiting a lapse in Liverpool's backline, stunned the Kop after just 63 seconds, capitalising on confusion between Van Dijk and McAllister. From that moment, the match was chaos, the kind of intensity that tests not only tactics but mentality. Amorim's men didn't just survive it, they thrived in it. Bruno Fernandes orchestrated the tempo like a conductor, striking the post and delivering the kind of leadership United had missed for years. Matheus Cunha bullied Liverpool's defence with his physicality. While Mbeumo kept terrorising on the counter. Behind them, Senna Lamens, calm and precise, pulled off a crucial save against Alexander Isak that kept United alive.
Isak, who's broken the line!
Liverpool pushed hard, hitting the post 3 times through Cody Gakpo, forcing United into a defensive siege.
This is Gakpo!
But this time the Red Devils didn't collapse. They absorbed, adapted, and waited a sign of Amorim's influence finally taking hold. When Gakpo equalised late on, it felt like the story would end, as always. Hope followed by heartbreak. But Harry Maguire had other plans. In the 89th minute, a perfect delivery from Fernandes met Maguire's head, silencing Anfield and unleashing delirium in the away section. For the first time in 400 days, Liverpool lost a Premier League game at home, and it came at the hands of a United side reborn.
I don't have many wins in Manchester, so this is really important. It's back-to-back, like you said, is an Anfield. That is really important. Every detail of this game, it's something that I am speaking for a while. The spirit, when we suffer a bad moment or a goal, maintain the composure. All these small things today was perfect.
That night was more than 3 points. It was the night Amorim buried the ghost that haunted Manchester United for nearly a decade. From tactical discipline to emotional resilience, everything he'd been building finally took shape. Now, just 2 points behind the champions, the message is clear. This is not the same United that stumbled through false dawns and excuses. This is a team with a plan, with belief and a manager who has finally found his moment.
I said earlier in one of my chats with the guys, this game makes players, it makes heroes, makes legends, makes people cult figures. A winner at Anfield does go down, man. It gets.
The era of Ruben Amorim has officially begun. First, we need to talk about Amorim's work as a strategist. Let's make something very clear: what you plant in one season, you don't harvest in the same one. Ruben Amorim had already planted the seeds of his tactical idea long ago. During the early months of his reign, Manchester United were already creating more chances than anyone in the Premier League, topping the charts for expected goals. But the problem was clear: they couldn't finish. United were generating volume, not quality. The team was playing well between boxes, but lacked that final touch that defines champions. That's exactly why the club invested £230 million in a terrifying attacking trio: Benjamin Šeško, Brian Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha. These three are now electrifying Old Trafford every weekend. The goals are finally coming, and Amorim's plan is visible match by match, structure by structure. He has built something truly clever: a double triangle in midfield to close gaps and give the team balance both ways. On the left, Cunha, Dalot and Fernandes. On the right, Mbeumo, Casemiro and Amad. This shape connects the lines perfectly. They defend closer together, press smarter and stretch opponents in attack. Casemiro and Bruno no longer need to burn out covering the whole pitch. And with Šeško leading the line, United can now win long balls, hold possession higher up and punish defences immediately.
That's a great flick from Šeško.
But the key behind all this is Amorim's game reading. His decisions are never random, and at Anfield, he proved that. When the team sheets came out, United fans were confused and Liverpool fans relaxed. Amorim had spent the week talking about winning second balls, only to leave Šeško on the bench. How could United win the aerial duels without their 1.95-metre striker? It looked risky. But once the match began, the plan became obvious. Amorim started with Cunha, Mbeumo and Mason Mount up front, and Amad Diallo as a hidden weapon at right wing-back. It was a clever, fluid attacking shape, designed to surprise Liverpool's press. Amorim said before kickoff, Konate and Van Dijk love aerial duels, so we'll give them something different. And he was right. Mbeumo played more centrally to create space for Amad to cut inside and act as an extra playmaker. United mixed long balls and flick-ons, with quick passing combinations faster, sharper, more unpredictable. Off the ball, Amorim's men defended in a 5-3-2, pressing high when Liverpool tried to build, and dropping into a compact 5-4-1 closer to their box. Mason Mount's defensive discipline was key, filling spaces and slowing Liverpool's attacks. It was tactical control from start to finish. Amorim even adjusted mid-match, introducing Šeško in the second half to add height once Liverpool pushed forward. Every change had purpose. So for those pundits who said Amorim lacked tactical depth,
certainly in recent years, every single manager tinkers a little bit, makes some subtle changes if need be. If need be. And if you're doing the same thing week in, week out, twice a week, and getting the same results, and yet you keep going back to the well, and it's just, you know, you're pulling up the same result, it's just absolutely bonkers. On top of that,
Anfield was the perfect answer. This wasn't just a lucky win, it was a masterclass in game reading, structure and adaptability. Amorim didn't just beat Liverpool, he outcoached them. Now let's talk about the individuals, the main characters of Amorim's Manchester United. We've already covered how tactically brilliant Ruben Amorim has been, but this next part is what truly makes Manchester United feel like a serious team. Let's start with Seny Lammens. It might sound premature, but United potentially have the best goalkeeper to step foot in Old Trafford since Edwin van der Sar.
It is possible that he is going to start the game. The first impression in this club is really important. To maintain the level is even more important and really difficult. So he's not Schmeichel yet. He's a young guy with talent. He shows a lot of composure, and the fans liked it. But again, we need to prove that is in the past. We need to prove in the next game.
The Belgian's quality is exceptional. Last season he posted an 81.4% save percentage and an astonishing 14.5 goals prevented. No goalkeeper made more saves in Belgium. In just 2 matches for United, he has shown everything. Excellent aerial ability, quick decision-making and total command of his box, which has brought calm to the defensive line. His shot stopping is outstanding.
Traore lays it into the path of Granit Xhaka. Xhaka's going to have a go from distance, forces the save from Seny Lammens, who gets down well to his left hand.
And in one-on-one situations, he uses that rapid footwork reminiscent of David De Gea, closing angles with remarkable speed. It's fair to say United have found a real gem in Lammens. In defence, Matthijs de Ligt and Harry Maguire deserve a standing ovation. De Ligt has been a rock composed, strong and leading the backline with real authority. Meanwhile, Maguire has been quietly excellent, fulfilling his role with discipline and timing.
Harry Maguire, it's really important for us, was really important for us today. He's a great example on that. Everything that he been through, it's a good example for every kid.
But here's what makes him special, his heading ability.
Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire! It's another Harry Maguire header!
Few defenders in world football are more dangerous in the air. Maguire is easily top 3 in the world when it comes to scoring from headers, and he always seems to rise when it matters most often, becoming the unexpected hero, as we saw at Anfield.
Well, Harry, last year at the same end, so nearly the hero. This year, you made it count. We saw the celebrations at the end. Does that just mean everything?
Yeah, it means everything. I mean, listen, they've had the better of us over the last few years. We know that, and it's not been good enough for our club, and we've not given our fans nowhere near enough days like today. So it's been a long time coming to this ground and picking up 3 points. But it means. I think it's the old cliche. It's only 3 points, but it's definitely not. It means a lot more than that to the boys, to the clubs.
In midfield, there's no debate. Bruno Fernandes is one of the best playmakers in the Premier League, and right now, he's the best.
Bruno Fernandes looking for Ronaldo! It's a goal.
Constantly criticised, often misunderstood, yet his creativity and vision are what drive this team forward. And up front, 3 names stand out above the rest: Bryan Mbeumo, Mason Mount and Amad Diallo. Mbeumo has been sensational, practically involved in every goal United have scored this season, whether it's dangerous shots, drawing fouls,
Diogo Dalot, Mateus Cunha to Bryan Mbeumo! Bryan Mbeumo convinced that he's been...
creating space, or delivering assists.
Mbeumo gets the cross in, finds Mason Mount! Mason Mount!
He's always at the heart of every attack. Simply put, Mbeumo is the best signing Manchester United have made in years.
Meanwhile, Diogo Dalot into the penalty area. He's going to try and get the cross away to Mbeumo! Manchester United retake the lead! And the advantage for Burnley lasted less than 30 seconds. Diogo Dalot fizzes a ball in, and Bryan Mbeumo scores his first goal at Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Burnley 1.
Then there's Amad Diallo Amorim's tactical duel. As we said earlier, United used to create a lot, but not well. Amad changes that. His intelligence, speed and finesse make him the player who breaks defensive lines open. He reads the game with maturity beyond his age and adds the kind of unpredictability that every elite attack needs.
Really pleased. I think he defended really well. Attacking, we already know that he's really good. Every time he has the ball, 1-against-1, he's giving us a lot of chances to score. He can help Bryan to play more inside and worry more with the runs behind the defense.
But let's not forget Mason Mount, the ultimate wildcard. His role might not grab headlines, but he's the leader on the pitch. Jose Mourinho once said, "I've had many captains who wore the armband, but very few leaders who carried the team." Mason Mount is exactly that. Whatever Amorim or the team needs, he does it pressing, covering, creating, running. He's the soul of this United side.
It's unbelievable the way he works. I'm moving all the time from position. He knows all positions, but also the other guys. Was a good test to prepare the first game.
And beyond this players, there's depth and promise everywhere. Benjamin Šeško's growth, Kobbie Mainoo's talent, Luke Shaw's consistency, Lenny Yoro's strength, Cunha's explosiveness, and Lisandro Martinez's calmness. This squad finally looks like a Manchester United team, again powerful, united, and terrifyingly ambitious. Every line of the pitch feels stronger, and the Premier League knows it. Even the champions already suffered it.